Hello everybody, welcome back. Like I promised in this video now, we will make antenna testing. Every antenna versus another antenna in one location, and after I go to my kitchen and I test it there and see how much different I will get from each antenna. And as a quick reminder, like I said in part 1, this is what I meant with the idea when they built the RF card. You see, this is your smartphone. If you will not watch part 1, you must watch it. This is your smartphone he will represent. From your smartphone they will can give power and data and internet and everything. Imagine this GLAMOS only RF card. And you will have like this your smartphone, behind him one antenna, and you will see big display. You don't need to make a hotspot, you will be always connected 4x. He will not need nothing. Einfach plug and play. Just plug it like this and look to your GLAMOS app and connect. It's a beautiful dream. I hope the GLAMOS people take it seriously and reduce the price, because really guys, it's very expensive. Not everybody can afford it, unfortunately. And I know when you look to something beautiful like this and you want to afford it, it hurts your feeling. Okay, let's be positive, let's enjoy. So if you watch part 1, you know what these settings, go watch it. Now we will test, as I promise you, every single antenna, from the stock antenna to 3dB, 5.8, 8dB, and the most wanted one, 9dB. And you must to understand something. We are inside my living room and I'm covered because I not open the window. Basically it's too much sun. And the most important, my neighbors, they are old people. Imagine you are filming like this your neighbor. They will not know I'm testing antennas. They will think I'm creepy person, you know. They are old people, they are not in technology. I not want to scare them. Yeah, let's keep things simple. The most important, when you test antenna, you must to keep the same condition. What I mean, I will use with just the same magnetic. I have a lot of them, but I will pause the video, remove the antenna and put her here, remove the other antenna, put her here and test her and put the 8 und so weiter und so fort. And what I try to say, I recommend when you test with him to buy magnetic cable, like this magnetic holder with the cable. Why? You must to stay far away from the antenna as possible when you test, because your body interfere with the result. After testing a lot, antenna is very sensitive device and he get very quickly, how to say, the result varies, it depends how close and far away to it. But only in this video I explain how to test, and you keep in your mind, use the right connectors and stay far away. I recommend this cheap 10 euros or $10 from RAK Wireless. It's magnetic and it's hold even 9dB McGill, he keep her, so it's perfect. Or if you want to use a short antenna, I recommend to connect this, but unfortunately try to buy the highest quality as possible, because when I test this 3dB with this and I test it with the magnet, theoretically the magnet and long cable he will give me worse result, but I was shocked that with this I get worse result. Maybe because I was close to the antenna and I hold it from my hand, or because this is not good quality as I thought. Because I buy the expensive one from .de, Amazon.de, but unfortunately even the expensive one they not give me great result. Like I said, stay far away from the antenna as possible. Okay, please, just to be sure that you will not miss any videos, go to Helium Addict, go to my playlist. Any subject you want, I make playlist. Click on the playlist, you will find part 1, part 2, part 3. I organize them, I spend a lot of time. Like this, you will not be lost between where is the part 1, where is the part 2. Okay? GLAMOS, I will put him specific playlist. No further ado, let's enjoy the testing. Okay, now when you make your device on, as you can see, you must to set him up. First things, go to connect to Wi-Fi. If you don't know, watch part 1, you will know how to connect to Wi-Fi. Connecting to Wi-Fi is very important to be connected to Wi-Fi. I'm using these stickers, as you know, just to cover the name of the hotspot. If you want to see, go to part 1. Okay, we go to parameter. Make sure you're always choosing the right antenna. What I mean, to not have mixed result. Me in this test, I use type 9. Type 9, I will make mishmash, how to say. I will mix result because I make just test 1. I will test everything with type 9. But when I move to type 3, 3dB antenna and everything, I will respect the rules and put every antenna. Let's show you quickly. For example, 3dB, I will give her type 3. 5.8 from RAK, I will give her type 4. And 8dB from RAK, I will give her type 5. And the 9dB, I will give her type 6. And this small stack antenna from RAK V2, RAK Miner V2, I will give her type 9. Okay? Now we start quickly with this. I already make in part 1, but make it as quick because this is 1.2 and this is 3dB. I not want to use the antennas from GLAMOS because I leave this to you. It's the same principle. The first time you must join the network. After that, you don't have to. I explained this in the part 1. Go watch it. And by the way, like and subscribe to keep me motivated. It will be great. Now, as you can see, the orange light here represents when you beacon. Okay? If I'm understanding wrong, please correct me. I'm not an expert. I just share with you my experience. The rest of the word, he will be SF9. But European, we must use SF12. If you are in Europe, use SF12. SF9, for Europe, she represents short range. But for the US, I believe she presents the long range. Every device a little bit different because this is the European device. In the US, I don't have one. I not see it, the settings of him. But what I read from the website, SF9 for the rest of the world. SF12 is for European. It's very important because if you make him short range, and you are testing after you think, this is crappy antenna. No, the settings is very important. Now you understand why I put the sticker, to hide the names of the hotspots. GTWS, as you know, it's 5. It means I witness 5. From this position next to my phone, and I witness 5. Now, I start, you see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 seconds in the air. I believe this is not a lot. So people, if even you are cheating, so you are not putting the right settings and you are afraid, wow. 1.2 antenna, guys. 15. I forgot to show you. You see 15. Back. Parameter. Yeah, that's why I tell you go to watch. This is RX, always keep it 12. Even the RX. This is short range and I catch 15, nice. Okay. The TX power, as you can see, I'm still using 14. Like you are respecting the rules. Your miner, he will beacon with 14. If you are European, your miner is limited with 214 maximum. If you add 2 dB antenna, this is just 1.2. If you are in the US, your RAK antenna, she will be 2.8. But for Europe, it's only 1.2. If I'm wrong, correct me. Let's come back. Like I said in part 1, you're supposed to send multi 20 times. When you test your antenna, like I said in part 1, you must test 20 times for each antenna to have an accurate result. But if you don't want to use a GLAMOS WALKER app, send once. Go watch part 1 to understand more. Let's put again. 7. This part I will try to not speak so much about GLAMOS. He will be basically only whose antenna perform better. Wow, 16 guys. With 14 dBi and 1.2 I get 16 with closed window and everything. This is the result because I'm dealing with reflection. This is indoor. Imagine when I take my antenna outside how much I will catch. Totally different result, but every antenna it's suitable for different location. Every location she need different antenna. Just there is not all of us we need the 9 dB because some of you misunderstood me. I love the 9 dB because she was the perfect for my location, for my host location. But for my home, as you can see, I'm 20 kilometer far away, guys. Just about the way. Who would not watch the part 1, please go watch him to understand more. I'm 20 kilometer and surround me only two hotspot. They are far 2 kilometers for me. They are the only one. Maybe they are the first two. Yeah, the first two. You see the SNR here, RSSI, and here an SNR. The SNR is 3.8, 0.5. Okay. And this test, we will make it very simple. We will look each antenna how much she bring me witness. Like this we know the winner. But if you want to go more details, who bring you better signal noise ratio, who bring you better RSSI, you must go to GLAMOS WALKER app. Watch part 1 to understand. I can make a video about GLAMOS WALKER app, but you have to wait. It's a long series. Okay, I get 16 with this antenna. I give it the third test. I stay away to not interfere with the result as much as possible. Okay, now I get 14, so the average is from 11, 10, 14, 16, 17. This is how much she bring me this antenna in this position, because like I tell you in part 1, every location, every half meter bring you different result. So if you have a GLAMOS, test as much as possible. Now as recommendation, I will stay far as possible like this. Naturally I will make it ever longer, but for the sake of filming I must stay a little bit closer. I will connect the GLAMOS here. This is SMA male adapter, and the antenna will be alone there, and here he will be the GLAMOS. Okay, I pause the video quickly. Hello again. As you can see, this is the result. Now when you want to change another antenna, now I put the 3 dB. This is wide range, it's not tuned antenna, just for extra information. I put it in the magnetic. I hope it's connected properly. Now to not mix the result, you have to go back. Always check SF12. Go back, go to the settings. Always stay connected to Wi-Fi. It's connected. Parameter, go to antenna. I use type 9 for the rack, for this rack, like I said. Now I go to type 3. So the result that I will find now, they go to the blockchain of GLAMOS WALKER app or to the website of GLAMOS WALKER app, and there when I see the result I will know which antenna. Type 3 I must to remember is 3 dBi. Select. Okay, the power is 14. Okay, it's like I am now 1 dB extra, but I believe this magnetic and cheap cable, he will reduce me like 1 dB, so I will leave it 14. I believe it's better to leave everything 14 to have accurate data, and later we can make even other tests with adjusting the dB. Like this you will be respecting the POC 11 as they say. Okay, when he make you nothing, you must go to Wi-Fi, disconnect and connect. It's blockchain problem or GLAMOS problem, but I believe it's the blockchain, because GLAMOS now is connected to the Helium blockchain. Always check your Wi-Fi, connect it, go back, send once, SF12 for European, send. So now we are seeing the result. I try to stay far away as possible to not interfere with the antenna. Okay, he give me the result. I get 11. So the other one, if I believe it was from 11 and 17. Send one more time. This is the testing. You see, he take like 5 seconds in the air. Not so much. So if you beacon with high dBi, you will not bothering people. You beacon basically 1 time per day. My hotspots, the best one beacon 3 times per day, but most of them they beacon 1 per day. Sometimes 3 days they don't beacon. So I believe if you use amplifier, you will not be suited, because you beacon once in the day. Most of the time you are RX, you are witnessing. On RX, I think he have no limitation if there is no FFC rules about RX, if I'm correct. Guys, I'm not expert, okay? Make your research. I just share with you what I think. 12. 11. So basically he's almost the same, like 1.2 antenna. You must to calculate here. I use connector, I have a long cable and magnetic, so 12. So for this location, for this position, the 3 dBi will give me only 12 or 11. This is her average, 11, 12. So the stock antenna from RAK, she perform even better than this 3 dB for this location. This does not mean this antenna is bad, okay? We will use an even different window just to show you the different result. Now I will switch to 5.8 antenna. I will remove her and put her here to have the same place, same magnetic, same cable, same position, to have a little bit accurate data like this. Okay, I will pause the video. Hello again. I just mount the 5.8 dBi antenna from RAK Wireless. Magnetic cable, and still here the result from the other. Like I said, you don't supposed to mix the result. Always change the type of antenna. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned, I already built the station. Like you say, I have a ground cable. This is the Heizung, I mean the heater of the home. He's grounded down. I check in the keller, he's grounded. So I'm replicating the reality. I have a lightning arrestant from Japan. It's very, this is the most expensive what I find in Amazon.de. So there is a better quality than this, but I didn't want to pay the border fee to buy it. So I bought this. I bought 2 of them. I'm testing them how quality they are. They are made in Japan. It's supposed to be quality, but nothing better than testing. What the company say, I never trust. I will test everything like this, and after I will compare the result even with lightning arrestor to see how much the lightning arrestor reduce your result. You will be shocked. I keep it in part 2 maybe for this testing. Okay, now we continue. By the way, when you stay so long, it's better to disconnect your Wi-Fi and connect. He will not go out from the network. He will always stay in the network. If you watch the part 1, you will understand how to join the network. Okay. We go to parameter, antenna. Type 3 was the 3 dBi. Now go type 4 is the 5.8. Like this, you not mix the result when you go to GLAMOS Walker. we still 14 dBi. Okay, I will keep it for the sake of this test. I will keep it. People, they will adjust their settings in the Helium app. If you adjust your setting in the Helium app and you make it 5.8, that's mean you go here and you reduce your TX power, and you will find out how much, basically 14 minus 5 and something like that. But me, for the sake of the video, I will leave the same condition, same beacon power, the same magnetic, same condition, to not have too much mixed result for people. Okay, we leave it 14 dBi as the rules say. Well, the rules say like this. As you can see, he beacon with 5 seconds in the air, or 7 seconds. That's why I think when you beacon with high power, you see, just one. When you beacon with high power, I believe you are not hurting because you are not full-time beaconing. But guys, respect the rules. But in the same time, adjust me if I'm wrong. I believe if you are beaconing with high dB, you are not hurting. But I'm not an expert. I'm just sharing my experience. Please correct me. Copy me on your own risk. I not want to be banned or be heated. I get 5. You see, 1.2 perform better. As you know, when you're dealing with reflection, the lower dB antennas, they make better. Look, this is the 5.8, the most wanted antenna in Helium. The big one, well, is the third wanted. The first one now is McGill. The second one is 8dBi RAK. This is 5.8 with the long range. This is not tuned. Okay, it's like the 3dB, not tuned. She will work in Europe and the US, and she gave me only 5 in this position, in this location, inside my home. And like I said, I'm 20 kilometers far away from the hotspot. Only 2 hotspot next to me. I get only 3, guys. See, not always bigger is better. I always brag about my 9dB and 8dB, but because I'm outdoor in balcony. For my host, what I test to him, I test all the antennas, even without GLAMOS. I put it 1 week, 3dB 1 week, 5.8 1 week, 9dB McGill, and after that I figure out in the hard way who's the best. But for your situation, you always need to test with GLAMOS even faster. Me, I had to wait months to know the right data, but you don't have to wait if you have GLAMOS. Outdoor result, not like indoor. You see, indoor high dB antenna doesn't perform very well. You see, testing is everything. What people say, never believe. You know? Yeah, if you are watching, like, we guys, sorry, he have amazing YouTube channel. Even him, he make amazing. I'm already member to his. I pay monthly to watch his videos just to support his knowledge and his to keep him motivated and everything. We are still 14 dB. Yeah, just to keep him motivated and everything. He share with us his knowledge and he teach us a lot of things. So the last thing, I'm sorry, I try to focus and speak. Yeah, we must to support the people who share the knowledge for free. Yeah, when he give you like this, doesn't mean this antenna is crappy. That's mean you have to disconnect. I like when I see mistakes like this. You don't have to email me. You will know how to fix it. Disconnect and connect, and this will solve this problem. Simple as that. Oh god, my back. Try to not pause like this. I'm to show you that I'm not changing the settings. Four. I give it even extra chance, this antenna. Still 4. Yeah, 3. Now I go to change antenna to 8dB from RAK Wireless. Okay, I pause the video 1 second. Okay, hello again. I paused the video only to change the antenna, like I said. This is the 8dB antenna from RAK Wireless. This is tuned antenna. You see how short the range? 858 to 878 megahertz. Very, very short range, like 20 megahertz different, if I'm correct. Theoretically, the tuned antenna should collect less noise, and theoretically, the tuned antenna should give you 7% extra performance. This is what the website says. Theoretically, but nothing better than testing. Now, every time you change antenna, we go back, parameter, go to antenna. We was in type 4. Type 4 we said here represent 5.8. Now we go type 5. Why? To not mix the result. I go again. Power, guys. I'm not beginning with 20 or 60 or something like this. I keep it always 14, like what your miner have. We keep it as the miner. Miners, theoretically, he's supposed to have 14. If you watch part 1, you understand what I mean. Theoretically, he's supposed to have 14. We keep it 14. We add. Sorry, yeah, I already choose the type of antenna. Always be sure you are SF12. I try to stay far away to not interfere with the antenna. As you can see, he give me 10. Let's try to move me even more just to be sure I'm not interfering. 8dB in this position, she gave me only 10. Let's try again. See, high dBi antenna perform, in my personal opinion, better outside than inside. And low dB antenna, I prefer better inside because they deal with reflection. 10, she perform better than 5.8 because 5.8 she give me only 5 witnesses, and this she give me between 9 to 11. See, you beak in just 5 seconds in the air, you are not hurting nobody. 13, interesting. And reminder, I'm 20 kilometers far away. Only 2 hotspots close to me. They are 2 kilometers close to me. So if you have true 14 dBis, you can mine even inside your home. But the best result always to be outdoor. The money, the real money and the real result, it's when you go to your roof. But some people physically they are not able to climb their roof, and unfortunately there is no people who offer to come install antennas to your house. 14, nice. So as an idea, if you learn from this video something and you just feel comfortable, especially if you have a GLAMOS, you spend a lot of money on GLAMOS, use him. If you have extra antennas like me, use them. Make it as, how to say, Niben job? Extra hustle, like an American way. Go every weekend, once in the week or 2 times per week, put an ad in Facebook and put a decent amount of price and go to the roof of people and test and install antennas and use your GLAMOS or install to their windows. I'm close to the antenna. You get the point, guys, yeah? You can make a little bit extra money and you help even a lot of your community, your neighbors, especially your hotspot close to you. If you help them to install good, you will witness them even with higher signal, and you will both of you make good money, and they will even pay you for your service, and you recover a little bit money from the cost that you invest on GLAMOS by only using a Facebook ad or Instagram ad. This is my opinion. Okay, this 8dB she performed good. I tested before, she performed very well, indoor and outdoor. See, she's how the spring, the little bit result, but she performed good. I tried before. Compared to 5.8, in my personal opinion, 8dB always better. In my like, don't mix, guys. Always better in my home. In other places it's different, but even outside is amazing. Let's try. What else now? Ah, the Godfather, the 9dB. Yeah, I must to clear something about the 9dB, guys. I try to remember things. Yeah, the 9dB, unfortunately, when I bought two of them, yeah, when I installed to my host, let's leave this here, like this. When I when I let's show you better than speaking. Look, it's here. You see this? This the middle, not the pin. This circle who house the pin. This. This is the big circle. This is the second big circle. Yeah, not the pin. This almost go. He follow down. I put him back. And as you can see, when I install it, I was a little bit hard-headed. It was snowy. It was a horrible weather, but I didn't want to. I didn't have the patience. I told him, no, I want to swap the antenna. I want to put the amplifier, sharing amplifier, and blah blah blah. He told me, yeah, you can come because it was bad weather. I come, I install it, I cover it, but not properly because my hand was blue and frozen. So I told, egal, einfach machen. I make it, she work to him very well, but unfortunately some water enter. I don't know, it's damage or no. I need, wie heißt? VN tester, basically to see her VSWR, and only then when I test it I will know that she's functioning properly or no. If her VSWR is in the range between 1 until 1.5, it means she's working properly. If it's more than 1.5, it means my antenna is damaged. So in this testing I will test her, but if she not perform, that's mean one of the two things. That's mean she's damaged, or she don't work properly inside the house. One of the two. My theory, she don't work properly, but in the same time I'm not sure she is working. I need to buy 250 euro or 300 a decent VNR. This is who tests the antennas and connectors and stuff like this. At this moment I spend my money on the Flam booster. He cost me 380 euro with the bundle, and the other one cost me 340. Yes, I bought two of them. I will make it another video. So helium, I'm literally helium addict. Just to test for you, if they work, this I would recommend it. If it doesn't work, you don't have to buy like me. This is why the advantage of my videos. I test for you with my money. You just take the information and like and subscribe. I not ask you for money. Okay, I will make a pause. I pause this for a second and I put the antenna. I try to fit her. It's a huge, guys. Literally huge. Welcome back. I don't know, the light is still good or not. Egal. The Godfather and the most wanted question. I love this antenna so much because she performed perfectly. I have two of them, like I said. One is already mounted, and this is I remove her, but like you know, it's water damage. We will see the result now. She's tuned antenna from McGill. I buy it as a tuned antenna. Here they not show me her range, only in the paper. I hope they not lie, but the sticker show only 868. So she's specifically made for Europe signal, not US. If you want to buy for US, you must to buy the other one with the 915 frequency. 9dB McGill antenna, magnetic support. But guys, only the metal, how huge he is. Look the metal here. It's very high. And she come in two pieces. I put here a kind of duct tape, white duct tape, to a little bit waterproof it. She's touching my ceiling, guy. Hallelujah. So I cannot be accurate in this data inside. One, she's touching my freaking ceiling. Two, it's a huge antenna. And the metal is taken from the space, so the height is huge difference in the height between this and the other. Maybe she will perform very good or maybe very bad. And the other factor, I'm not sure that she still function. I need to buy expensive device only for test her. It doesn't make sense to buy VNR for me. Maybe I will find someone volunteer to send me one to test. I see the rust, so we will test. But don't judge my lovely antenna. I love her so much. I'm not sure how much she would prefer. But guys, we are in freaking Indor, touching the roof. Alright, let's start to begin the testing. Go back, go to parameter, antenna. So part 5, type 5, it's represent 8 dB. We go type 6. Type 6, select. Type 6, it will represent the 9 dB McGill antenna. Go to power, we still 14 dBi. Why we keep it like this? Just to stay the same power go out from different antennas. So in this test, same place, same magnetic cable like you see, same magnetic cable, everything the same. I can use different magnet. Maybe there is one magnet is defect, then the result will even vary. So stay far away from antenna, use the same cable, same connectors, same location, same position, just to have more accurate data. Oops, try again. So go to disconnect. It's disconnected Wi-Fi. Enjoy. We are enjoying. Are we? If you are enjoying, it will be great time to make a like and subscribe to keep me motivated. Beginning, like 5 seconds in the air. You are not hurting nobody if you are playing with your settings, in my personal opinion. Woohoo! 12 dB. Guten Morgen. 12 dB. 12 gateways. That's, I believe, is not damaged. Oh, kind of relief. 6. Stay far away. 11, nice. The blockchain, it's not stable, this blockchain. When he make you like this, like I said, always go disconnect your Wi-Fi, make it off, and after on. Thanks to God, at least I figure out how. Because some of you will be confused why it doesn't work and he show you connected but he's not connect. I learned it in the hard way, but you, when you watch these videos, you just get la crème de la crème of the informations. The orange light is finished. 9. She performed, but nobody will keep ugly antenna inside. Look how huge. I love it, but nobody will keep antenna in his living room. So this is just for the sake of the testing. 10. So her average between 11 and 10. So what I try to explain here, you must, let's see, 1 second. You see, as I get closer, he give me 3. See the result, how versatile. So as an idea, in the other video I took the GLAMOS or the RAK Wireless antenna. I test here, every half meter I test, in multiple windows I test, yeah. So there is two technique of testing. Technique one, if you want to make it fast as possible, take the small antenna, test every single spot, and when you find the most spot who have a lot of witnesses, stuck to this spot and start to test every type of antenna that you have, and after compare how much extra witness you get with every different antenna. I hope you understand me. Make your GLAMOS on, is already ready to be testing. Test here, here, go to the second room, test every window. Third room, test every window. Go to your kitchen, test. You must test the location that you are able to put your hotspot in the first place, of course. You cannot, if I find here good with 9 dB, I will find 15. I cannot leave this in the room like this, yeah? Your host will not host antenna in your house. You must be logical. Go to the balcony, go to the roof, go to the attic, and then test with the small antenna first. As a personal opinion, everyone has a technique. And the most place that you corner or balcony that she bring you more witness with the small one, then stop there and start to repeat what I make now. Make 20 tests with the small one. Make multip, go to parameter. Like I said, in the settings, go, I will show you. Like we find out this in my kitchen is the best location, yeah? Imagine me, I'm in the kitchen. I remove my antenna and I go to send multi. So send once, send once, send once. When you find the best place, now you must to find out how much he bring you with multiple antennas. Go to send multip, go to loop, SF12, repeat 10 times, and then start to send. Send 10 times, after again send 10 times with the small antenna. So it means 20 times with the small antenna, after 20 times with the 3dB RAK wireless if you have, and 20 times with the 5.8, and 20 times with the 8dB, and 20 times with the RAK, and 20 times with Yagi or panel. Each antenna you must give it at least 20 times like this to have more accurate data. On every single time you put a different antenna, go to setting or parameter and give your antenna different type. Type 6 he present for me 9 dB, type 5 8 dB RAK, type 4 present 5.8 RAK, type 3 she present my 3 dB, and this one they present the stock antenna from GLAMOS. I don't change or play with the settings. But if you are lazy and you don't care about the GLAMOS WALKER, go to type 9. Me personally, when I want just click send and not change the type, yeah, I go to type 9. I keep it for me, I don't touch other types, okay? I keep the type 9 just einfach drucken, send, and they will have, I only change antennas and put here in type 9. So this is mixed result in the type 9. If you don't want to pay the subscription, always you have to go to send and send once and look immediately a result. But the recommendation of GLAMOS, 20 times multip, and go to GLAMOS WALKER, pay for subscription to find more accurate result. Okay, so for this location, basically the first place, it's the smallest one antenna. So this is the result for this location without GLAMOS WALKER app. If you use just send once, as you can see 1.2, the stock antenna from RAK V2, she bring me a lot of witness even from my home. I not want to open the other subject. The 3dBi, she give me almost similar, slightly less for some reason, maybe because the long cable. The 5.8, it was the worst one who performed. She gave me only 3 to 5. The 8dB, she give me a decent amount from 9 to 11, and the 9dB also she give me good. Kind of is still working. I'm not 100%, but the condition only we are dealing with reflection here, guys. Just to be clear, this is for the sake how to use the parameter. And the same things you must repeat it outdoor. And outdoor, of course, you will find different results because you are outdoor, less obstacles, less reflection. I hope you get less noise because here we have electronics. I have light, electricity, grounded stuff. This antenna I test her without ground. Later I will ground her, look for the result. As you can see, helium, huge subject. Testing is no limit, kind limit for testing here. Now you get the point. If you don't want to watch the other part, this is your deal. You can directly skip to the part 3. I will put you how to set up this antenna. But if you still want to continue watching and you want to see these antennas, how much they bring me in my kitchen, as you can see, like I told you, when you test, I find out here it's not the perfect location, in the kitchen is the perfect location. Now I will move this station to my kitchen and try to test there. But the 9dB there, I don't know how I can fit her over there, but we will test. The same thing, I will just repeat it in better location and see how much every antenna bring me for the other location, because like I said, there is nothing good antenna or bad antenna. Every antenna have specific place as a conclusion. And after that I will make another video about GLAMOS. That's me represent one miner, two antennas, and GLAMOS he will represent the miner in this location. I have two 5.8 antenna. So information, if you use splitter, it's highly recommended to use the identical antennas. Use two 9dBs or use two 3dBs or two 5.8. They must be identical in dB, just to have more stable connection and more stable. Like this you will always have the same result, almost the same result. But when you have high dB antenna with lower dB, from what I understand from my research, I tell you, it will create you problems. Lucky for me and lucky for you, I have two identical antennas. I have two 5.8. Let's check the range. This is not tuned, and this one not tuned. Perfect. So stay tuned for that. I will use this splitter and I will see how much he bring me two antennas in the same location with one miner. Now we reverse things. Two antennas, one miner, three antennas, one miner. For three antennas, we will see about that. I will test it even with a little bit different. Okay? If you want, you know what? I will give you extra minute. I go to the kitchen and they will test all these antennas in my kitchen. Is the best location in my home is the kitchen. I will test it there. But if you are not want to watch, you can skip to the other part. And like I said, go to watch in my playlist. And of course, like, subscribe, and nice comments. It will be great to keep me motivated. I love you all. I see you in the testing.